Hello there. It is May 10th, 2:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Tim. We'll go over million token TA in a little bit about Bitcoin, the market overall, general, and we'll just dive in right now. So let me just get the disclaimer out of the way. And this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research, and thank you. Yeah, I think the last live stream I did, I had the chat up there the whole time. So I'm a little rusty when I do these every week or two. It's been about 10 days or 11 days since I did my last video. I've been kind of bearish, and I've been telling you guys I've been just stockpiling cash and dollar cost averaging on the way down. And yeah, I mean, that seems to be the plan that has been working. Only buy at a lower price than you bought before if your dollar cost averaging has been working for me. So let's see what we have here. Pancake swap, we have $4.12. Polygon, $4.04. And Ethereum, $4.10 or 11 cents. And then, yeah, Avalanche, that's something wrong with defined. Moon River, 358. Interesting. It's just so hard to get million token on Moon River because, see, I have to get MOVR. I tried getting that on, was it Gate.io, and then got kicked off because of US resident. But I was able to get some. So I suppose I could probably, bridge some stuff over and get it, but I'm sure the liquidity is really bad there. So really the only three chains to watch at the moment is Ethereum, Polygon, and PancakeSwap. And obviously for new people, if you're new, just buying a little bit of million token, you will probably want to go to Polygon first, and the fees are the lowest there. And then Binance Smart Chain second. Ethereum gas fees are like $10 or $20 right now at the moment. If you can get them, at low gas of 20 Gwei or something like that. Right now it's at like 47, 48, where fees are going to run you mid 20s to $30. Usually I try to buy when it's like 20 or lower. Sometimes just, 43 is actually not too bad. It can go up to 60 or 100 sometimes. And if you see like 100, I would just wait. When I'm dollar cost averaging, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife. I'm not like trying to catch the very, very bottom. It'll, if the market's in a downtrend, that bottom will retest. So let's see what we have here. We have Pancake Swap, downward trend. We're in this lower part, $4.12. A good price, but it's higher than the other three chains. But because of the fees are low, that could be good buying option if you're familiar with Pancake Swap and have some BNB, or how to set up your wallet that way on MetaMask. Here we have a Polygon chain at $4.03. Really good price. We're still on the upper high end of the downward trend above the heart line here. We dipped down a little bit below it, but if we went down to the bottom like we did here back in April 9th, we're talking like $3.25 or so. And the longer it takes to go sideways, the lower it can go. And I think that'll be based basically on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin capitulates, we'll probably see close to a $3 million token. That's if we have some weak hands selling, which I'll get into that in a little bit also. And the Ethereum chain is you want to be, if you want to buy big, I would say with the gas fees of if you're lucky, you can get it at like $10 or less, like $8. I think my last purchase price, I had to pay over $20 in gas fees. And, that was like 5% of my purchase. So right off the bat, I'm out 5%. And let's say I just wanted to turn around and sell it. I could be out another 5%, right? So I would be out 10% in this, right off the bat if I buy just a couple $100 worth of million tokens. So keep that in mind. If I would try to buy, if you're on Ethereum, at least 100 or more just to make it worth your while if you're paying those gas fees of like $10-20, right? Or just get it on Polygon or Binance Smart Chain. And then if you want to, you could bridge your tokens over to Ethereum blockchain if you want to stake. So you get a big bag, make it worth your while, and then bridge them over. But you have to pay gas fees there too. So you want to make sure you got a big bag of million token before bridging over. I would say, I don't know, whatever you're comfortable with, but you got to make it worthwhile if you're going to be paying like fees. I'm trying to remember the last time I think I paid the fees weren't too bad bridging over to Polygon. When I was bridging over like from the other chains, I had to pay like 4 million token or something like that, give or take, in the fees, which right now isn't so bad because million token is only $4. Anyway, so we're right at the middle of the heart line on this downtrend at $4.10. I was able to get a little bag today under $4. So pat yourself on the back if anybody was able to get million token under $4. But even my purchase, a couple $100 or whatever it was, I pushed the price up 5, 6, 7%. The people that are buying like 1,000 my previous buy was more than 1,000 tokens. I think recently with this downtrend last couple of weeks, I bought almost 2,000 tokens. But you're buying 1,000 or more tokens, you push the price up 20%. And then people are just going to dump on you real fast, obviously, because if it goes up that fast, people that are just waiting to sell, they're going to be like, oh, wow, we just got a pump of 20%. They're going to sell. So you try to have some dry powder on the side. So I'm going to limit my orders to a minimum of 100 just because of the gas fees. And depending upon how fast we go down, if we go down and capitulate, my orders can increase. Let's take a quick closer look on this wick right here that happened at like 1:15 in the morning. That's just a bot. I mean, that was a 1 minute candle wick, but the one before that, yesterday afternoon, around 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time, you could have actually bought this at like 361. Unfortunately, I'm sleeping. I work nights, so I'm usually in bed by 3. But I would have liked to have caught that. And I wish there was a way to get alerts on my phone because, man, that's a great buy. But I was able to still, went up and then we're still talking about $4.10. And then it dipped down here, but that's just a bot. But it went sideways here at 390 and I was able to catch that. But I don't want to push the price up like this guy did here. Somebody bought like 2,000 tokens, staked them all, and then it comes right back down below his buy price. So I didn't want to kind of buy on the way up, which it kind of looks like it's doing. But what happened with Bitcoin and Luna and UST and losing the dollar peg, we'll get into that in a little bit. But I think that's it's basically manipulation. I got a couple links on that on my Twitter page. And if it's just manipulation and the worst is over, I wanted to get some buy orders in, even if it's kind of going up. But my overall feel is because the LFG group, they just sold like half their Bitcoin stack, right? They had like $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. They sold like $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin to keep the peg, the USD peg to $1, which is still unsuccessful. And, if you just throw a lot of Bitcoin on the market, really quickly, it's going to take time for that to be bought up. I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery. I could be wrong, but, if somebody dumped 10,000 million token on the market, right, you're going to have a big dump and people will be slowly buying it up. And, I don't think it's going to be a V-shaped recovery. Because as people are buying it up, more people are going to dump and whatnot. So I think this is going to be some more downward pressure for Bitcoin. I saw some nice organic growth on Polygon. I saw like we're on the 4-hour chart, but if I drop this up on like the 1 minute chart, let me see. That was a nice, organic growth here. Slowly grinding up. I like to see that. I don't like to see these giant wicks up. So on Polygon, people are buying, 2, 3 tokens at a time, 8 tokens, not a lot, which is great for the people that want to get million token and not spend a lot of money on fees. The best way to do it is on Polygon. On Pancake Swap, you got buys and sells a little higher, like 10, 5. You got 42 sell, 44 sell, 27 buy. The volume seems to be a little higher. The orders seem to be a little higher on Pancake Swap. And on Ethereum, because the gas fees are high, I don't think you're going to see people selling, like 2 or 3 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain just because the gas fees are so high. So you look at the amounts here, you got 136, 200, 143, 250, 260, 830, 2, So like I was saying, keep your buyer sell orders 100 or more, minimum 100. And it looks like they're doing that anyway. So good for them. I don't see anything under here under 100 really. Very rare. So good. I'm glad people are smart that way. These are some wallets I was watching over last couple weeks. We've had, somebody sell 2,500 tokens recently, and I think they sold them all within a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, I think, maybe 4 days. For whatever reasons, I think they were upset with the drama that's going on in Discord. Some wallets had 1,000, and some had a couple hundred, but they're all basically down to zero. There's 3 wallets left that have 5,035.9 tokens left, but I don't think they're going to be selling anytime soon. They were selling, or maybe they unstaked, but once the price dropped below a certain level, they just stopped selling. And I think the selling pressure is that the wallets I saw, you see all these zeros here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wallets. They're tapped out, they're gone, and they've been bought up. Prices are a little bit lower now than when they sold. So the selling pressure is going to be from Bitcoin, I think, from here on out. I don't think whales are going to be selling. I mean, it's $4.10 now, or where are we? It's Ethereum. We could continue to go down this downward sloping pressure if Bitcoin continues to, drop further. So this is the CME, and a lot of this is going to be review, but the new information I already dished out, TA on Million Token and the wallets. So that's the new information. The review is I'm still watching the CME gap here between 25, 26,000. And, if you take this pattern right here, this is the top of the 2017 to the bottom of 2018 pattern. So if you go to look left, way left, this pattern right here, I just copied. And it looks really similar to what's kind of going on, right? You go to the top, you've got, a little peak here, matches that. This peak matches like this peak, right? And you got another peak here, which, could match this one right here. Or maybe it was like, it seems eerily similar to me. Anyway, so if you kind of best match these up somehow, I'm not sure. Maybe it was like this. Peak there, peak there. Anyway, I'm thinking, once we kind of go sideways a bit, it will capitulate. Well, we started capitulating already because of what happened with Lunaterra. And if we go down, the previous pattern here, we could fill this CME gap. Now, I don't know if it's going to fill or not, but if we get down to these low levels, I'll be out of cash because I want to save some dry powder if we come down here. So that's another reason why I don't want to buy a whole lot of Million Token now, because, if you got to think long term. I've got plenty of Million Token. I've been buying a lot of token, but you got to have some dry powder for lower prices. So there is another gap down here at 1,800, 1,900. I don't know if we're gonna get that filled, but if you take a reading from the top to bottom, let me go here. So we're up here and we come down here. That's like a 73% drop, which is fine. I mean, we had an 84% drop at the end of 2017 to 2018. So 73 is, percent drop is definitely on the cards. and filling the gap down here at the first CME gap, that's would be a 64% drop. And we've already dropped about 54%, so like another 10%. Yeah, it just makes this, that's a huge CME gap. The other one's kind of small. There's either gaps down here also, but I'm not too concerned about them. But I've always been concerned about this gap, and you know, it could fill, and the spot Bitcoin price may not come down this far. But when the gap gets filled, usually there's going to be a bounce, and we could roll over, you know, come down to these lower levels and fill this other gap down here at 1870 or whatever it is. But yeah, markets are weird. I mean, I've seen the CME gaps filled before, drop like 1 or 2,000, and the spot Bitcoin price doesn't drop that much. And you know, you'd think you'd be having these, you know, these limit orders to get filled at these very, very extremely low levels on the spot Bitcoin, like Coinbase or whatever. They won't get filled, but the CME gap gets filled. Don't ask me why. It's just what I've seen before. So on the 4-hour chart, you know, obviously things are looking bearish. We were in a bear flag. You know, you're coming down, Bitcoin's coming down, and then it's got this upward channel, which is a bearish pattern. We break down below it, and we were in this other smaller channel, and we broke out of that. And now we're in this like green, you call it quicksand or something. I think Steve from Crypto University calls it quicksand, but on a different chart, a 5-day chart. But I noticed, you know, when Bitcoin came up for air, it got rejected right up at this line here. My computer seems to be a little slow. And I probably should have done a restart. So that's, you know, not a good sign. We got rejected right there. And we're looking at 5-day chart. This is a chart that you might see on Steve's channel, Crypto University. And, you know, I've got this yellow box here, in my opinion, where I think would be the buying opportunity for me. And that's the same area where the CME gap is, you know, $25,000, $26,000. But I probably would start buying before that, you know, 30,000 and below, because I don't know if the spot Bitcoin price is going to go all the way down that low. And you could also just check the 200-week moving average too, as well. You know, check the moving averages. You know, this chart still looks bearish to me. This is on the monthly chart. And I've had this posted on my Twitter page for ages now. And the, you know, the RSI is going down. So everything's telling me that we're going down until I see a reversal, which is what I've said, you know, constantly. You know, if I see a reversal, I'll change my mind. But right now I'm still bearish. And the dollar looks really strong. We broke out. I was surprised we didn't come down and roll over here. Maybe we're going to come up to these higher levels here of like 114, 113. But I know it's not good for world trade if the dollar is too strong. So I don't know how much higher it can go. And let's see now, the Fed raised interest rates, what, 0.5%. And but the markets keep tanking. They're going to have to eventually reverse and start, you know, putting stimulus money into the economy and turn things around. But they're trying to curb inflation at the same time. I mean, I just put like $62 on my gas tank a moment ago, and yeah, that's hurting my pocketbook a little bit. Speaking about futures here, see now the S&P 500 MACD. We got a bearish cross here on the monthly chart. I mean, that looks just horrendous, right? It looks like we have a long way to go down before it could turn green again. So maybe the Fed will have this drop at least 20% before maybe putting some stimulus in the economy. That would put us at like 3,800 for the S&P 500. You know, I'm thinking maybe it'll come down and touch this moving average here at right now it's at 3,400, but you know, it's sloping up. And what else we have? This S&P 500 here. You know, I'm just, you know, drawing channels from previous recessions. You know, this is a dot-com bubble here on the left. In the middle, we got the housing bubble, 2008. And then, you know, I just drew these lines here. You know, maybe if we break out to the upside of this white line, then I might get a little bullish. And Let's see. Now we got a moving average here. This green line. Maybe things will turn around and it hits it when it's at like 3,700 or something. You know, I don't know. But to me, everything's kind of looking bearish. Luna. Oh my God. Let's see now. We're down. It went down as much as 80% from the high. And in 2 days, it had gone down 64%. And in 2 days, it's been down right now at 54% in 2 days. So that's the whole thing with USDT. So it was holding its dollar peg up here at the top left, went down, capitulated at 61 cents or 62 cents when it should be $1. Right now we're at 91, 91 cents, 92 cents. It's kind of going sideways, but I mean, if this is not at 99.8 or 9, they've got work to do. And even if they get it to $1, what's gonna prevent the manipulators of doing this again? So if you go to my profile on Twitter, I've got links up here. You can read them yourself. They go into more detail about the manipulation. It was started off as rumors, but I keep hearing more details coming out. And let's see now. Inflation, crypto fear index is at 11, below 30 on the CBBI. So yeah. What else? There was something about the moving average that I wanted to show you guys. And let's see if I could find that. I might have to type it in. Let me type it in. Let's see now. Moving. Let's just do it here. Last Sunday, a couple days ago, I came really close to buying big on Million Token. It was below $4. But, I'm looking at the charts and I just think that we're going to be in more pain. So, we had a blow off top here. Then the Bitcoin went between the white and orange line, which like it did here. And then it went to between the green line and the white line, which we're doing now. And then we had this capitulation to the bottom of the moving average here, the 200 weekly moving average, where it found support. And we're headed there now. Whether we touch it or not, that's at 22,000 or so, and it's moving up. But I remember this drop here back in November 2018. Some people were calling for it, so I was prepared. Back then, I was prepared for like a $1,000 Bitcoin because of the hyperwave theory, and it went down to like 3,200 or so. And maybe we might do that again. And I'm sure we're gonna get a bounce here because all the institutional money is gonna just pour money in there. But they can't pump it up too much. It'll go sideways. They'll buy a little bit, and people will continue to sell, and it'll finally go up. Same thing with Million Token. Right now, Million Token is like roughly $4. Whales can't buy. I can't buy a big amount without pushing the price up 20%. So we're stuck buying. You can buy a lot, but then you're just gonna get dumped on, and then maybe you could buy again. But, right now I showed you the wallets. I don't see a lot of people selling. I don't see a lot of whales selling. The whales that were selling sold, unless more people get freaked out. Because we got the dollar peg to Million Token and we're at $4. So we're at a 4x above the dollar peg, which isn't a lot in crypto. I was surprised we came down this low, but with the pressures of the stock market and fears in crypto, and now Luna and LFG selling half their Bitcoin bag, like a 1.5 billion or so. Talks of MicroStrategy possibly getting liquidated if it goes down to like 29,000, but it's not going to happen. I mean, they've got so much capital. Michael will probably put his own Bitcoin up as collateral, but I think if you go to Michael Saylor's Twitter, I think he put the average price of his Bitcoin. It's somewhere in the 30s. But anyway, so that's the TA there. Let's see what else I could find. This is So so I got 0 balance. Somebody sold out. Oh yeah, this guy bought like 2,000 tokens recently. So you can see he staked 1,992, and it looks like he just bought it all within a day and 18 hours ago. So that was the wallet I was telling you about earlier. What else we have here? So, there's other news in like, Discord and NFTs I saw in Telegram. I'll just touch on it briefly. I don't need to get into details unless you want my opinions on it. But, I've been buying some NFTs from the Roar on Wazirx. You could buy these NFTs on the PancakeSwap network. So the fees aren't that expensive. It'll still be like, a few cents to buy an NFT, but it won't be like Ethereum fees. And it works well with a Trezor too, which is nice. So, yeah, so they have the regular 2D, but they're coming out with a 3D. I guess they just, set things up and take a picture of it. They had a meeting on Twitter was it yesterday or day before? I forgot what day it was. I think it was Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I listened to it. I recorded it, but as far as I know, they didn't ask me to post anything. But 50% of the money they collect from this particular NFT collection will go to a charity where there's a village somewhere. I'm going to guess Africa. I'm not sure. Where the lions were attacking their livestock, and so they were trying to hunt them, kill them, and rather than do that, this charity group wants to put up lights around, so when the lions come in, the lights turn on, or maybe they're on already, and they think there's humans around, so they run off. So rather than kill the lions, the lights will scare them away. So I thought that was kind of nice. So I'm gonna buy at least one of these NFTs. I think how much they were going to cost. I think they're going to be about $50. Don't quote me on that. It depends upon the BNB price, because everything's priced pretty much in BNB. And with these particular ones, yeah, you can only buy in BNB. You can't buy them in MM. And there's only going to be, I think, 50 of any of these NFTs. So, if you wanted to get into one of these when they open up, I think the whitelisting is going on now. You could check out with Don on the Telegram group or Twitter, whatever's easier for you, or their Discord channel. And for more information, I think they might release these NFTs this week, but I'm not sure. It was kind of wishy-washy on the meeting. And Tech Lead's got one of these NFTs. I was transferred to him, I see. And so the wallet that it went to was Tech Lead's wallet that holds like 2,000. So, I don't know if they just decided, because they were reserving it for him. I don't know if Tech Lead reached out and asked for it, or if they just went ahead and transferred it to him. So let's see now what we have here. This was the address, I think, that went to the. I could be wrong on that. On the this is the BSC scan the NFT went to. So let's see now. This is Ethereum. This is the buy and sell orders for 1 million token, 410, 216, 237. So some pretty big orders here. The holders, we've got the pool at the top with 346,000. So 34.6% of the supply. Pretty healthy supply. And see if I go down here, you got Tech Lead at number 32 with 2018 tokens. That's where the NFT is sitting. That's his address right there. So they saw Tech Lead. They probably just transferred it to him, but I don't know. They were holding on to him for a long time. I even put a bid on it, but they were trying to save it for Tech Lead, and maybe they just decided to transfer it. So what else we have here? You have there's Uniswap, and the reason why I mentioned that, see now we've got Roar NFT here, Million Token Community on Telegram. There was some talk about possibly looking for a partnership with Lazy Lions, and maybe they might vote on it or something, or somebody should reach out to Lazy Lions. I looked into Lazy Lions before I got into the Roar NFTs, but the price was like at least $1,000 or something like that for an NFT. Even when they first came out, I thought they were pretty expensive. And I'm like, you want to get something in on the ground up. That's why I went in heavy on Roar NFTs. And they're actually, you could say we have a partnership with them. You can get 10% off your NFTs if you just reach out to Don and pay a million token. And he'll just, give you 10% off the price. So to me, that's a partnership. Lazy Lions, I like the fact that they have a huge community, and it would, put more of a spotlight on our token. But I'm trying to figure out, okay, if there's a partnership, then we both have to, benefit. Obviously, more eyes on million token, price could go up, or should go up. But what's in it for Lazy Lions? Like, I don't think a lot of people in our community are going to be paying thousands of dollars for a Lazy Lion NFT. Maybe they could say, I don't know. I can't see them giving us a discount like Roar, like a 10% discount on a Lazy Lion NFT, but I could be wrong. But good luck if you could reach out to the Lazy Lion team and maybe do a partnership. I think there's more upside potential with Roar because you could get an NFT for, I think I was buying them for, was it $36 or something like that? It was a 0.08 BNB, and then the upper ones were like double that, 0.15 BNB, I believe. So you can get them real cheap. I think like the soccer ones are already sold out, and all the low 0.08 NFT, BNB NFTs, they're almost sold out. There might be a couple left. And then I think by the time the soccer tournament starts in late November, I think he projects that all the NFTs might sell out because they're just giving away free NFTs. Like if you go show up for their meeting or you retweet their tweets and, tag people to get exposure, one person a week gets an NFT. And so I think the math might say that, by, the end of the year, they should sell out. And oh yeah, that's right. So if you've got your soccer NFT, you have a chance of winning like more NFTs if your team advances. And even if they lose, then they can go in the secondary brackets and they can still win. So you've got like a 50-50 chance of getting NFTs, and up to 4 NFTs per if your team goes on. And some people have multiple teams. Like I have multiple teams. So with all those NFTs being given away, I think they'll probably will sell out this year. And once they sell out, and the floor's got to go up. Which reminds me, I know they've asked people to increase your NFT floor price, which I still have to do, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I know I'm going to be putting a lot on my NFTs. Anyway. But there was some talk here about, the tech lead one. The lingo was a bit weird. So a lot of times people just send tokens to people, celebrities and whatnot. So I don't know if TL has endorsed the Roar NFTs or not. But I'm sure he doesn't have anything bad to say about it. But it's just the way the wording is, if TL said anything, it would be nice to know that. Okay, so you got merch here too. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about Roar, but that is the new news, and I think that covers it. Make sure you follow Crypto Twitter. If you're not following me, just follow all the people in Crypto Twitter to get all the latest news. Hopefully, my TA on Million Token helps. And if you're new and you want to buy on Polygon, check out my video on how to do that. Personally, I would just send money to crypto.com because they could take your money and they could send your USD or your Matic, or that's already on the Polygon network, and send that to your wallet. Where other like Coinbase or whatever, you'd have to bridge it over, and then it would just cost you more fees. Okay, let me see who's in chat real quick. And I guess I'll show chat this time. Let's see now. Did I do that right? There we go. Yeah, last time I had it up the whole time. Man, I'm so rusty. Dano says, hello, Tim. And I got another yo, Tim. What slippage do I use when buying on the Ethereum network? I always use the lowest of 0.01. And I haven't had a bot front run me on that yet. I mean, hello, Tim. And hello, Tim. So I don't see any questions. I'll give you a minute if you want to ask me any questions. I know there was some drama going on on Discord. Vanessa got voted out as admin, but now I hear she's a mod. I don't know really what the difference is. I know there was some talk about that on Telegram, but I think the purpose was that she shouldn't be in a leadership role. So, who was the admin who gave her a mod privileges? I don't know. It's kind of like it seems obvious. If you get kicked out, you shouldn't have a leadership role, right? So, that's just, I don't know. That's just my two thoughts. Okay, I don't see anything else. Gas is really low now at 34. In the mornings on the Eastern time, I see it at around 20, but 34 seems to be pretty good right now. If you're buying on Pancake Swap or Polygon, you don't have to worry about gas fees. But I don't want to buy on Ethereum if it's going to cost me $30 or more. Unless you're buying like 1 or 2,000 tokens, then less of an issue. But you're going to be pushing the price up so much. So if Bitcoin goes down more, I think we're going to just see more new wallets come out of the woodwork, just getting rid of their million token. And those will be buying opportunities. Like the whole drama that's going on Discord. We had somebody sell the 2,500. That just, gave a great buying opportunity. So, myself and others took advantage of it. And, I think we'll still keep buying as long as we can. Let's see what else we have. I'm trying to figure out when could the bottom it be. Usually the bottoms are at the end of the year, like in December. Like here we got bottom here in December. See back here it was really in February or January 19th. That's pretty close to being end of the year, end or the beginning of the year. And let's see now we're May 10th. Where was that one chart I had where they had the thing here? So if we capitulate now, and we could still bounce, right, and come back up to these moving averages and then roll over too. That's a bottom of around, early June. Gee, that's right around the corner. April, May, June. So maybe in a couple more weeks we'll see bottom. But even if we hit fill the CME gap, there's still a chance we can come down lower and drop 73% from the highs to fill this second gap. I'm not too concerned about the second gap. I think it'll be quick. I'm more concerned about the gap here between 25 and 26,000. So I'm reading chat right now. It says Million Mindset gave mod privileges. I don't know who Million Mindset is, but yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I know people are friends, but the overall is, if you have to get, if your leadership roles are being removed, you shouldn't have a leadership role. I'm surprised he even had to go to a vote. They should have just stepped down graciously. I mean, I don't want to be an admin, but if I find the community is against me, then I would just step down. Okay, I'm not doing a good job. I'm sorry. Find somebody that the community more or less appreciates or whatever. So yeah, let's see now. It looks like we're kind of going through the. I don't think we've hit capitulation yet for Bitcoin, even though we had all of this drama with Luna and UST. That's a whole can of worms that still has to be worked out. My main concern is, okay, now you have all this Bitcoin on the market. It's going to take a while for that to get bought up. Just like if we dropped a bunch of million token on the market, people aren't, just a couple people are buying it, thousands of tokens at a time, like two. And, but if, you have enough being dumped, that's just going to take time. It'll, even the people that are buying million token at the bottoms here, some of these people could be traders, right? So when it gets to the top of this, descending channel, the people that bought down here can take a profit of, 17, 20%. And then the cycle continues until, all the diamond hands people start buying. So if you're diamond hands, try to buy down at these lower ranges, because that's where the traders are buying. They'll figure, well, I'll take a gamble and I'll buy down here, and if it goes to the top up here, I'll sell. But they can't sell a lot, because if they sell a lot, that'll bring it all the way back down here, and they just have to buy it up again. So they'll sell enough to maybe bring it down to the heart line here and see what the market does. And then if the market comes down really low, it gives everybody a chance of buying up million tokens. So if you don't buy it up down at these really, really low levels, then the traders will buy it up, and then they'll wait for the price to go up 20, 17%, and then they'll sell and see what the market does. Dano says, is there a trick to voting with a Trezor wallet in the governance system? I couldn't figure it out. Only voted with my non-Trezor wallets. Okay, so on my Brave browser, I can't vote with my Trezor. So I use Firefox, and I haven't had any problems with using a Trezor device. So I hope that helps you out. Use a different web browser. It works with Firefox. I remember at one time there was a thing where you clicked MetaMask with Trezor, but I don't see that anymore. But it works fine with Firefox. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, you can vote with a Trezor. Just got to use the right browser. But I know it doesn't work with Brave. Oddly enough, I don't know why. Okay, so that was information on TA, on million token, Bitcoin, stock market, interest rates. You got the Roar NFT lowdown, the charity lowdown, and some tips on buying, where to buy, if you want to be a trader, and where to sell too. But yeah, I'm still buying. I still have dry powder in my wallet, as you guys can probably see. Yep, I think that's about it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully that information has been helpful. If you find this information helpful, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below, and share. I'll talk to you later. Bye.